When did you realize that being slapped for talking too loud wasn't normal? I was 22 when my girlfriend Ashley invited me to her family's house for Thanksgiving. I'd been nervous about it all week because meeting parents always felt like a test I was going to fail. Her little brother Tyler was there. He was 11 and had that hyper energy kids get when company comes over. During dinner, he started telling this story about his basketball game, talking really loud and fast. I tensed up immediately. My shoulders went tight. I moved my hands under the table and gripped my knees, waiting for what was coming next. But nothing happened. Ashley's mom just smiled and said, "Tyler, inside voice please, we're right here." That's it. No yelling, no slap across the face, just a gentle reminder. Tyler said sorry and kept telling his story, just a little quieter. Everyone laughed at the funny parts. Nobody seemed angry. I sat there confused, fork frozen halfway to my mouth. That was it? That was the consequence for being too loud? After dinner, I was helping Ashley's dad wash dishes. Tyler ran through the kitchen yelling about something he saw on TV. "Whoa, buddy, walk please," her dad said calmly. Tyler stopped running. That was the whole interaction. I couldn't process it. Where was the smack on the back of the head? Where was the screaming about respect? Where was the punishment? That night in Ashley's old bedroom, I asked her something that had been bothering me all day. "Your parents are really patient with Tyler, huh?" She looked at me weird. "What do you mean?" "Like, when he's loud or running inside, they just talk to him." "Yeah? That's how you parent a kid. You talk to them." She said it like it was the most obvious thing in the world. I sat there on her bed, picking at a loose thread on her blanket. "My dad used to hit me when I was loud. Not like punching, but hard slaps across the face or the back of my head." Ashley put down her phone. "What? If I laughed too hard at dinner, I'd get smacked. If I ran in the house, smacked. If I talked back even a little bit, smacked. Sometimes he'd grab my jaw and squeeze it until I couldn't talk." "Babe, that's abuse." I shook my head. "No, it was just discipline. I was a loud kid. I needed to learn respect. That's literally abuse. Kids are loud. That's what kids do. You don't hit them for being kids." I tried to explain how my dad was just strict, how I deserved it for not following rules, how it made me better. All the things I told myself my whole life. Ashley pulled up her laptop and showed me articles about child abuse, physical discipline, trauma responses. Everything I'd normalized for 22 years was right there on the screen. "This is you," she said, pointing to a paragraph about hypervigilance and flinching. "You do this stuff all the time and I never understood why." She was right. I flinched when people raised their hands near me. I got quiet in restaurants if anyone's voice got too loud. I apologized constantly for existing in spaces. At her family's breakfast the next morning, Tyler knocked over his orange juice. The glass shattered everywhere. I stood up fast, ready to grab him and pull him away from the danger zone. But Ashley's mom just said, "Oops, accidents happen. Tyler, go get the paper towels, please." No yelling, no blame, no violence. Tyler helped clean it up and they moved on with breakfast. That's when it really hit me. I'd spent my entire childhood walking on eggshells, terrified of being too loud, too happy, too much of anything. I called my younger sister Emma that afternoon. She was 19 and still living at home. "Did dad used to hit you when you were loud?" Long pause. "Yeah, I thought all dads did that." "They don't, Emma. Ashley's dad doesn't. Her brother spilled juice this morning and nobody even got mad." Another pause. "So we were abused?" I'd never said it out loud before. "Yeah, we were." Emma moved out 3 months later. We both stopped talking to our dad. He called me once asking why I was being disrespectful by cutting him off. I told him the truth. "You taught me that being loud deserved violence. I'm just making sure I never learn that lesson again." He hasn't called back.